All right, Rhinos Guide Service. This is November 20th, my 54th birthday. And this is Frank Burcher's first hog with Rhinos Guide Service, Rhinos Outfitters. Frank, how long a shot did you shoot?
I'm guessing probably right around 20, 22 yards at the furthest.
Good deal.
Yeah, he was closer, but he moved away.
So, tell me a little bit about the hunt. How'd you sneak up on him? Did you guys spot him from another mountain or something?
Yeah, we saw him probably about a quarter of a mile away.
Right.
Guessing we worked our way down.
Right.
And then we kind of got the wind correct.
Right.
And we worked our way up to a certain point of about, how many hogs did we see complete?
I would say 15 was in there, but with piglets and all, 20, 25.
20 hogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got real patient. Cody had me get real patient, and we just waited.
Right.
And he actually worked his way towards us, kind of surprised us, but we made everything work out well.
Awesome.
Yeah, we didn't have to go to him. He came to us.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Frank.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for choosing Rhinos Outfitters.
All right.
We really appreciate it and hope you come back.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're very welcome. This is number one. There's going to be more pigs fall today. All right, Bob Fromme, my son Cody Griffith. It is November 21st, I believe. Correct. How'd your hunt go, Bob?
Well, it was pretty tough. Almost canceled it because of the way the weather was looking. It was looking real rainy off and on. I've been watching it for the last week, and actually it called for rain pretty much all day yesterday and clearing up this morning, which it has. And so I was almost a little apprehensive about coming out here and getting poured on for 3 days, but it was like perfect. It was going to break up and rain and break up, and I know how these big boars like to get out and get active. That's exactly what happened. We got rain on pretty much all day. Then just as we got here, it was like we got blessed with really good weather and got out at 2 o'clock. My friend Frank Burcher shot a really big pig last night, and right at dark, we were on, I don't know, 3 or 4 different herds of pigs and saw deer all over the place and coyotes. This place is paradise. It's pretty amazing, and I knew it was going to be. I'd done some research, and I've got some good friends, Robert Bradley and some other guys that have been up here quite a bit that I have a lot of respect for, that I know what a good place is, and enjoyed talking to Kerry. He's a real solid guy. Has good salesmanship, but you can tell he's not BSing you. Well, a little bit, but not too much.
Got to do a little.
Yeah, and his son Cody, obviously he's got strong, and he's got a lot of experience getting raised in the woods here, so he knows the ranch really well too. But Robert and I were out last night, and he knows exactly how to get around this place, and we're on a lot of different pigs. But I want to shoot something exceptional. I've been on a lot of pig hunts, and the reason I came up here is because multiple reasons, but I know it was going to be unbelievable terrain. It's so bow huntable. Doesn't get a lot of pressure. They're not taking a lot of pigs off, and at this point in my career, I like shooting really big boars. There aren't too many places you can go, and they got to not get pressured too much. And to get this size of boar that's this big, he's a warrior. He's got teeth broken off, scars everywhere. You got to go someplace that's really good. So it's worth a little bit of a flight from San Diego to get to Sacramento, which was painless, hour and 40 minutes, and then we had a 3-hour ride up here. So it was actually real enjoyable to get here, and now we're in the best place I've ever been to for big boars.
Thank you, Bob. You're welcome back. You and Frank, please come back at any time you like. And there was another part you left out. Somebody put a pretty good shot on that pig.
Yeah, actually, it was almost too dark to see, and he was just actually mounting we heard some boars squealing down here and fighting, and so we came down and walked down this road, and we come around the corner, and there was two smaller boars in front of us that were kind of mature. I mean, they could tell by looking at them from behind. They had, things going on, the cojones, but they didn't want anything to do. We come around the corner, and this boar was actually up on top of the sow, mounting the sow, which
wow.
I've never seen for very long. Usually it's more like an old married guy, and he was stuck on there and enjoying it. And Robert said, you got to shoot him, and it's a big boar for sure, and I could tell that, but it was like pretty low light, and I got my pins up, and I couldn't really see super great. Exactly, I got the pins, I could see the right where I wanted to be, but I couldn't see the actual pin tip too good, and I just got it where it instinctively felt right and squeezed it off, and actually shot through both shields and looks like his heart.
Oh, it's great shot.
Yeah, the arrow passed through the other side, and we didn't want to go after him right away, but he was just right over the edge here. He probably ran 30 yards and then rolled another 20, and he was dead almost instantly. So that's the way you want it to go down with these big boars, because they can take a hit.
Yes, they
Cody
can.
was saying you shoot them with a 300 Win Mag, and they don't come out the other side of the shoulders.
It's amazing. Yeah. The equipment that you're shooting, Bob, is perfect for this.
Yeah, I've got the Chill X, which is really forgiving, 74 pounds. The Victory VAP 300 arrows, which are the best penetrating arrow, period. It's
Bar
a
none.
higher grain shuttle T-lock. It always shoot a fixed blade on these big pigs,
Yep.
and it went right through both shields, which is pretty hard to do. You can't even stab that thing with a knife and get it to go through.
I know.
Yeah.
What
so-
kind of release is that you're shooting? I really like that release.
Yeah, shooting the ringer release. What I like about it, I shot fingers my whole life, 30 years, and I changed to a release. And I was a little punchy with the index fingers, and I changed to left hand also. It
Oh.
My shoulder, it kind of like my back was so overbuilt on the right side from shooting heavyweight. So I changed to left hand, kind of trained myself to shoot good form. And I like with the third finger, the ring finger, because you don't end up punching it as much. You can rank up your finger in there, put a little pressure on it, and start pulling with your back, and I can shoot it way better than I do an index finger.
Great release.
Yeah, and he's got it tweaked now to where you can really adjust it. It's super sensitive if you want it to, no travel, and you're pulling it with your wrist so you're not tensed up when you're grabbing onto it like a thumb release, so you
Right.
can just relax and shoot it right. So, and if you need to make it go quick in a hunting situation, you can, which this time I got on and started pulling through it, and I just gave it a little bit extra, and boom, and it still shot, right where I wanted it to go.
Beautiful. Well, Bob Fromme,
7-yard shot.
Bob Fromme, you're welcome here anytime. Thank you for coming. Cody and I really appreciate your and Frank's time, and means a lot to us.
Yeah, well, we're going to definitely refer some people. There's loaded with deer. Holy crap.
Yeah,
The
they're
deer's
all over the
incredible.
place.
And the accommodations, I like kind of a rusty camp, but we're
Right.
really comfortable in the trailer, and it's nice having the the outside cooking and stuff in the fire. But that cabin that you're going to build me,
Yeah.
I'm going to help you with the architecture on some of that.
That's a good idea.
The shower,
Yeah, the shower part. That's
the hot tub, and the masseuse.
that's
yeah.
right. That's in building 2.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Thank you, Bobby. We appreciate it.
No problem, Cody. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
They're actually going to drop right in their lap, aren't they?
Yep. Some good hogs.
Wonder which way they're going. That one pig's a really good pig.
Yes, he is.
He's really good. I mean, look at him from here. He looks huge.
Whoops.
Oh, shit. Look at that. They're popping out everywhere. I'm assuming that looks like your 150 to 200 pounders.
Yeah. There they are.
That's a whole different group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, check your count. Well, you said June's still a good time,
got
right?
another group.
Maybe June will work. I'll have you look at your calendar, yeah.
You know what's cool about June?
License, everything, $5 grand.
Oh,
Just
really?
under $5 grand. And if you do it with a guide, it's 10 grand. So,
Right.
see, my brother's getting ready to retire here in about 14 days.
Right.
So I thought when we come up, he's going to dick around. He'll drive. Maybe him and Dennis will drive the truck so we can get meat in the cooler. And
Right.
then he can take the time coming home. You know, I still have to work and
Right. Oh, sorry.
Okay, let's see where Bob is. They've got to be getting close.
Those pigs are coming right at them, probably. Looks like a big sow with pigs.
Yeah, they're coming right up the road to us.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, isn't it something that those pigs are staying out there like that on that little flat?
see Bob yet, but he's a heck of a he's a heck of a hunter. We've always gotten along forever.
Nice guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. But you know what's funny when you're lynching, you'd kill something big and everybody says you were wrong. And I heard stories about Bob, and I've known him forever. And I.
Yeah, I could tell by the way they went stiff. Their wind they just caught wind of them.
Boy, that third one in line is a good big.
Where'd that polka dotted boar go? I mean, that calico.
Hey, you know what? They must have heard him, right? Because if they smelled him, my experience is oh, there's another pig coming out of the hill on the right.
Oh. Oh, there's another one.
There's a bunch coming out of the hill.
That's probably your group that you saw.
Up there.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 coming out right now. There's one down below in the trees, too.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Okay, that's a group I saw earlier.
Cool. Uh-oh. Hopefully those don't go tell the other ones.
Okay, they're all headed back in the brush.
Yep. I'm telling you, Cody and them's wind.
Yep, they're all going back up. Oh boy, they took off.